time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Stockton. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going right to work up top. Wiggles free. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quick strike complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Dogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Georgia! Fit it in the window for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And it's incomplete on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position is going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. The sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Power football with the run. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it, fired complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Got a man, it's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
That's caught. It's Frazier. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Catch in the middle. It's Belt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. To do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Harbor. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Bust through behind his pad. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's some pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Return goes out of bounds.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the tailback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bennett. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the right side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Avoids pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Send the tight end in motion. Hold it, finds his man away. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop a coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
This time he's got his man.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Number 92 on to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Wyatt. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Smacks him with the stiff arm. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, they're after him. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen and eventually. You are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Georgia sends out the punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Grabs it in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. A little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. The throw to the outside is complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Makes the grab on the left. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Out of bounds at the 21. And it's good enough for a first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To throw, it's Sellers. Firing toward the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's a frustrating miss. The offense does their job, man. Gets them in position. Tried to score a touchdown, tried to go get the win, but trying to tie it up in the last second. Got him in range, and the kicker, he just missed it. He missed the opportunity, and this one's over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the win there now, bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching